Hello and welcome to the MyFood video, Eating Well with GI Cancers. I am Lucy Eldridge, I'm an oncology dietitian and I've supported this programme giving dietetic and nutritional advice. Nutrition can help with the whole pathway. It can help you with your weight, it can help you feel stronger, it can help you be able to continue your activities of normal daily living. Through this video we'll be hearing from cancer patients and their carers of their lived experience of having a GI cancer and how they manage their nutrition during this time. Every person with metastatic pancreatic cancer is different, and how they tolerate treatments and the medications they take will vary on the individual. Nutrition will play a valuable role with this in your response to treatment, in how your cancer develops, in your quality of life and well-being, and how you manage your symptoms. The pancreas produces enzymes that help us digest the food that we eat, and so the cancer potentially can block the pancreatic duct and stop these enzymes. So therefore you may need to start pancreatic enzyme replacement therapy. This is a medication that you would take with each mealtime, snack and drink to aid how you digest the food. You may also need to take additional vitamin supplements, but this would be advised by your medical team. Some patients with pancreatic cancer also go on to develop type 3C diabetes, and again your medical team will be best placed to advise how you manage this. Ideally, the focus should be on a balanced, nutritious diet. However, there will be times, because of the treatment, because of the symptoms that you experience, that your appetite will decline. In these circumstances, small frequent meals with small snacks in between may be more manageable. Choosing foods that are high in protein, such as chicken and fish, or to include nuts and seeds within the diet, will ensure that you have adequate protein. Fortifying foods using drizzles of olive oil on vegetables and salads can greatly enhance the amount of energy that you consume. If you're having chemotherapy or radiotherapy and are travelling into a hospital for this, some have found that having a lighter meal 2 to 3 hours before you travel allows the stomach to settle. So choosing foods that are low in fibre, low in fat, and are not too spicy are easier to manage. Some of you, due to the side effects of treatment, may have taste alterations. This can be either a dulled sensation to taste or an enhanced sensation. You may be able to taste metals in water, for example. This can be supported by playing with the flavours in your food. You can mask the metallic taste in water by using cordials or slices of lemon. You can marinate meat beforehand, which again can help with the flavour if you've experienced a change. If you experience swallowing difficulties, then adapting the textures of food can be key. So choosing foods that are very soft, that are moist, that are much easier to slip down, you will find more manageable. Another symptom is nausea and vomiting. Again, be led by your health professional as to how you can manage this. But with regards to diet, there are simple things you can do to make things more manageable. So foods such as peppermint and ginger may help. Choosing bland foods such as bread or a plain biscuit may be more manageable, as can cold foods, as these have a lot less smell and therefore are less likely to trigger nausea. Treatments can also alter our bowels, so you may experience diarrhea. During this time, you may find it easier to have foods that are low in fibre. Having foods such as plain chicken and well-cooked vegetables may be easier to tolerate at this time. Alternatively, you may experience constipation. It's important that you check with a health professional at this time before you alter your diet. You may benefit though from choosing foods that are high in fibre, so brown bread, whole grain products, ensuring that you have plenty of fruit and vegetables, and also to remain well hydrated. We are now going to see a demonstration of a nutritious meal that you can share with your family. It has plenty of vegetables, a good amount of calories, and is quick and easy to prepare. Vegetable Cumberland pie is a great example of a tasty meal if you're living with a GI cancer. These are the key steps for the recipe. Boil the potatoes until tender, then drain and make a soft mash using a little of the milk. In a large thick bottom saucepan, measure out the oil and put on a medium heat. Add the chopped onion and cook until translucent. Crush the garlic into the pan and add the butternut squash, red pepper, mushrooms and courgettes and sauté for 3 to 4 minutes. Carefully sprinkle the flour and sweet paprika into the pan, stirring all the time. Cook for 1 minute on a low heat. Gradually add the rest of the milk, stirring all the time to avoid lumps to form a sauce. Stir the drained butter beans into the sauce with some black pepper and pour the contents into a large oven-proof dish. Top with mashed potato and bake in the oven for 30 minutes until golden brown. This recipe can be served with a portion of lightly cooked green vegetables such as broccoli or cabbage, or some sliced tomatoes. We are now going to hear from Pat, who has a pancreatic cancer, about her lived experience and how she has adapted her diet.
Hi, I'm Pat Rzadkowska, and 4 years ago I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. I'm a cancer survivor, and 2 months after diagnosis I had surgery and whole tumor of 17 centimeters extracted. During surgery my pancreatic duct was cut and I had to have stent placed, and I still have it and it's replaced every 6 months. Without this my pancreas doesn't work very well actually. I kind of felt like I have lost something and that it won't come back. Even if I beat cancer, I would have smaller pancreas after surgery. So actually now I have only 1/3 of my pancreas, only a head of this organ. So as I was aware that my life and nutrition would have to change, but I wasn't really ready. I was adjusting to this with everyday passing, and I had to learn how to live with this new way of life. So while being in the hospital, and I've spent there almost 5 weeks after surgery, I wasn't allowed to eat anything. I was just getting some IVs with basic nutrients, so I was losing strength rapidly to the point that I passed out in a hospital bathroom. And that was the moment when parenteral nutrition was given to me. And a few weeks later, I had stent placed in my pancreatic duct, and I was discharged from hospital and went home, but with anemia. Main difficulty was the fact that I was like extremely exhausted, didn't have any energy. What worked the best for me about changing my diet, it was actually observation. I've been more monitoring myself very carefully, how I felt after a certain type of food, what made me feel bad, what was okay. I even had an eating journal where I had been writing down all my meals and observations, side effects I was having. It helped me find food that were not okay for me, like fried food, fat, or spicy, but also helped me to find those that worked the best, like steamed vegetables, dairy plant alternatives, some low sugar sweets, or fish and eggs. Yes, absolutely. It was so hard to accept changing in my diet and in my eating habits. It was hard, and it still is very hard for me. I still adjust to my new eating habits, and the hardest part for me is actually not to think about it as a diet or some restrictions that I have, but actually to treat it like another way of life and nutrition. But I still have those moments when I eat something and I am fully aware I shouldn't be eating that, or that I cross the line, like trying something new or forbidden, just taking a bite or two, taking enzymes and see how my digestive system reacts, and if everything is okay, next time I will just have a whole portion. Maybe smaller, but still a whole portion, not just a bite. I love eating out and I love eating at other people's house. At the very beginning it was hard and it required some planning ahead. Now I generally know what I can eat or not, and I always have my enzymes with me, so it helps me. And I know there always would be something for me in the menu, but it wasn't like that all the time. Food and eating in general should be joyous and happy moments. And first thing to do when I'm about to eat out is to check menu if there is anything suitable for me, and most of times it's me who suggests a place to go.
As Pat mentioned, enjoying food and socialising with family and friends can present its own challenges when living with gastrointestinal cancers. Being invited out to eat with family and friends can make you quite anxious, so here are some top tips to help with this situation. If choosing to go to a restaurant, check the hygiene rating before you go. This will help ease your anxiety, as during this time you may be immunocompromised. If your appetite's poor, choosing a starter or a side dish may be better than choosing a main meal that you feel you may not be able to finish. Don't be afraid to talk to the restaurant if you have any special requests. When you arrive at the restaurant, locate where the bathroom is in case you need to go urgently. If you're going to a friend's house to eat, speak to them beforehand, let them know what you can and can't eat. Or take food with you, as this may make you feel more comfortable. Hopefully you found these tips useful, but if you do need further advice or guidance, do speak to your healthcare teams. Thank you so much for watching the MyFood video. For further advice, do look at the MyFood patient brochure.